Hi everyone, welcome to another Saturday craft. Today we are going to be making some fish, a bit like in Thursday's story. There were a lot of fish in that story, though, weren't there? We're not going to make quite as many, but we are going to make an origami fish picture, like this one. So to make your picture, you need a piece of square paper. If you don't have any square paper, just bring along an ordinary piece of paper and I'll show you how to make it into a square one. And something blue to be the background for your fish to swim in. You need a glue stick to stick your fish down and a pen or a pencil to draw on their eyes at the end. So let's have a look at how we can make some origami fish. Okay, so here's how to make your fish. You need to start with your square piece of paper. I've already got a square piece, but if you don't, this is how you can make one. So I've got a normal piece of paper, just normal A4 paper, and I'm going to take one of the corners and fold it down like this. So these edges at the bottom line up really neatly. I'm going to fold along there like that. Then I'm going to get my pen or my pencil. Here's my cactus pencil smiling at you. I'm going to get my pen and my pencil and I'm just going to draw very carefully along the edge of that fold that I made. Like that. And when I unfold it, I've got a line. And if I cut down that line, I'll get a square piece of paper to make my fish with. There we go, square piece of paper. You can see it's pretty much the same size as the piece of paper I had. Okay, so if you've got a piece of paper like mine, mine's an origami paper, and sometimes they have a colour on one side and they're white on the other. So if you've got paper like that, make sure you start with the colour side facing up. Otherwise, your fish is going to be a very boring white colour. If your paper's the same colour on both sides, that's fine. I chose a nice purple for mine. Now, really, this piece of paper is a bit too big to make my fish. So I'm going to start by trimming it down into 4 smaller pieces of paper. So I'm going to fold it in half like this, and then unfold it again, and then I'm going to fold it in half like this, the other way this time, and unfold it again. You can see I've now got these lines that split my paper into 4, and I'm going to cut along those folds, and then I'll get 4 small purple pieces of paper. Okay, here we go. So I've got 4 pieces of paper and those are going to make 4 fish. So start with 1 and make sure you've got the coloured side facing upwards if yours is coloured on one side and white on the other like mine. So the first thing we're going to do is actually to fold it again like we just did. So I'm going to start by folding it in half this way. Being really careful to line up my edges and to fold it nice and neatly and press my folds down. So I'm going to unfold it and I'm going to fold it this way now. So I'm splitting it into 4 sections, a bit like I just did with the big piece. You can see now it sort of lifts off the table a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over. You can see the difference on mine because it's white on this side and you can see it's bouncing up in the middle. That's a good thing, that will help us in a minute. And now I'm going to do some diagonal folds. So I'm going to fold the corners together like this. And make sure it's nice and neat and press down nice and hard on your fold. Unfold it and then fold the other corners together. There we go. and you unfold it, it'll look a bit like this with lots of lines. Now, this is the really clever bit. You fold down the diagonal again, and you carefully take hold of these edges, looks a bit like this, and you push them together. So you see that middle bit is coming out like that, and I can make, well, I don't really know what you'd call it. It looks like an X from the top, doesn't it? And then I'm going to squash my X flat, but I'm going to make sure I've got 2 bits on this side and 2 bits on this side. If I have 3 bits on this side and 1 bit on this side, it won't work. 2 bits and 2 bits, and I squash it flat, and that makes a triangle shape like this. Now we're almost done with our fish. We've now got to do 2 more folds and we'll be finished. So the fold we're going to do, I'm going to draw it on so you can see, and it's a bit easier. We're going to fold it sort of down a line like this. It doesn't have to be super precise. I'm just going to fold one of these flaps, not both of them. You can see that one's still under there. I'm going to fold it kind of along that line like that. Now that is actually the trickiest bit that we have to do. I fold it like that, and then on the other side I'm going to do the same thing. So just with one flap, not with both, I'm going to fold it over like that, and that makes my fish's tail. So if I turn him over, here we go. I've got my fish, here's his head, and here's his tail. And now I just need to make 3 more fish. Here we go, I've got my 4 fish all ready to go. Okay, so now I'm going to swim over here, and I'm going to get my nice blue piece of paper and my glue stick, and I'm going to glue my fish down. So here's fish number 1. Now I'm going to put some glue on his tail like this, and on his back. And I'm going to stick him down up here. And, you know, if you notice he's popping up a bit, you can put a little bit of glue on the ends of his fins as well. There we go. Fish number 1. There we go. My fish are all finished, and I'm just going to finish off by giving them some eyes. And I think I might give them a few bubbles going up as well. My fishy picture is all finished. Let's hope those fish don't get caught in the nets we were hearing about in our story yesterday. There you go. Here are my finished fish swimming along. I hope you enjoyed making those origami fish. I thought it was really fun doing all that paper folding. If you liked the fish, you might want to go and have a listen to our story this week. There were lots and lots of fish in that story. And I will see you tomorrow for Family Sunday. Bye.